So it was a nice revenge for me.
Oh my
Anyway.
God. It was something very sweet.
Yeah.
Come on, Victor. even time is up. Victor, really?
I mean, look at it. I'm on my sickbed and I am fired. You see the way we do it here?
Yeah.
I find this a bit sickening.
Okay. How do you not give up, Victor? Hey, this is a Broad Concept podcast by Ella. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 2, Restoring Africa. Now, this conversation is very interesting because the numbers that I saw, the numbers that you'll hear will shock you. And the truth is, it's facts. Because today I talked to Victor Mwanga, the founder and CEO of EarthLungs, one of Africa's fastest growing reforestation organizations with over 107 million trees planted across Kenya, Tanzania, and Mozambique. Now let that sink. He's a logistician by training. Imagine that. He did logistics, but honestly, I think he's an environmentalist at heart, and we'll get to that. Victor's path into conservation began on a piece of degraded land that he purchased some time back, and then a decision came where he decided to let bamboo, not concrete or cash crops, lead the way back. Victor was the founder chair of the Bamboo Association of Kenya. He leads the Kenya Bamboo Pioneers Network and serves as the founder and CEO of EarthLungs, a restoration foundation, just like I shared, and a director of EarthLungs Bamboo Industries Limited. On the ground, he brings rare and experience from site identification, species monitoring, nursery establishments, community mobilization, and so much more. So we're going to hear from Victor himself and confirm whether those numbers are actually indeed true. Hi, Victor.
Hi, Ella.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
And I can see you're in green, eh?
Yes, I mean, look at it. Which is the most dominant color in the world? It's green. So I mean, it's just important that we all become green in one aspect or the other. But it's also good to be green at heart.
Yeah.
So not just by physical appearance, you know.
Even at heart, deep down.
Yes, yeah.
But before we start our conversation, Victor, we're going to play a game.
Okay.
Okay? It's called Would You Rather, but make it sustainable. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. 4 would you rather questions. You'll pick what you'd rather and explain why you'd rather it. Okay. But the trick is it all has to be under 2 minutes.
Okay.
So your answers have to be very chap.
Okay.
I shall proceed and set my timer now.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Would you rather plant 1 million trees that have 50% survival rate or plant 100,000 trees with 100% survival rate?
100,000 trees with 100% survival rate. Though, just like life with human beings, you cannot have 100% survival rate. Sometimes you can have 80% survival rate. Sometimes you can have 150% survival rate. It all depends on once the trees mature, they start regenerating. So your percentage of growth goes higher.
Okay, good. Would you rather have unlimited funding but answer to a carbon credit market, or stay scrappy and fully independent?
I think independence. But this is not the position of EarthLungs.
Yes.
Neither this is a position of the other places where I serve. But I'm not a strong believer in carbon credits. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get into that because there's a perfect question that will be coming right up. Would you rather spend a week in the forest planting trees with your ground crew, or spend a week in boardrooms unlocking funding that plants 1 million more?
I don't like boardrooms.
You really don't?
Yeah.
Why? What did boardrooms do to you?
Because boardrooms are what has happened in the industry. See, there's been so many workshops, so many seminars, so many conferences happening all over the world. And the amount of money that is spent in those boardrooms, would probably plant the highest number of trees. So why spend time in boardrooms? Have you ever seen trees growing in boardrooms?
No, you're very right. With 20 seconds left, would you rather your children remember you as the person who reforested Africa, or as a present hands-on dad who's always home? I'm sorry, it had to be a trick one, this one.
So my children appreciate what I do.
Yeah.
I come out with them in the forest.
Yes.
So we spend time in the forest. So for me, presence being at home is nowhere about the question being. It's
Time's up. I'm sorry. Time's up. But I think we've gotten the gist of the response to that question. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. But because one is never enough, we're going to play another game.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is even better, arguably, in my opinion, because it's called 5 in 15. And what we're going to do is we're going to set a 15-second timer. And in 15 seconds, you're going to tell us as many ways as possible to either be sustainable, it could be eco-friendly habits, it could be solutions, tips, you could bust any myths, you could give us straight up facts, but they have to be 5 under 15. And this time round, you don't have to explain. So just did them as we go.
Okay.
That works?
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I shall go ahead and start the timer now. 1.
Plant trees.
Number 2.
Take care of them.
Number 3, I feel like that's a cop-out, but number 3?
Ensure that they leave.
Ah, come on, Victor. Number 5. Even time is up. Victor, really?
I mean, look at it. It's not about planting. You see, that is where the problem is.
Yes.
You are talking about tree planting.
Yes.
We are looking at permanency. So you plant the tree, you take care of it, you protect it,
Yes.
you conserve it, you make sure it's there for generations.
Victor, you're smart. I see what you did. It's fine. We're going to roll with it. But in your own words, I've described who Victor is. We already have a rough idea of who you are. But tell us, who is Victor and how did this somebody in logistics just transition to become an environmentalist?
So I have a very interesting background, and I'm not very patient, but so I've become patient with trees. They've taught me how to be patient. So I come from a background where I grew up in the tea estates, the lush greenness of Kenya. You can never find that anywhere else. So that is how environmental got into me. But my parents were teachers. So I had the unfortunate upbringing of starting school when I was 1.5 years. So I never got into nursery school, class 1, class 2, class 3. I started school in class 4.
Oh my days.
And then when I was in class 7, my dad registered me for KCPE. So I did my KCPE while I was in class 7. So I went on to Form 1. So by the time I was finishing high school, which there were a bit of breaks in there, I was so bored with school that, I mean, imagine 1.5 years you're starting school.
Yeah.
So by the time you're getting to 14, 15 years old, you've been in school.
The system is...
So I went on to college. I did bits of business administration. I found it boring. I dropped it. My dad thought that I could enroll into a course in geography because agriculture, because I was very good. Took me to the second college. I dropped out. Then he asked, what else do you want to do? Took me in for a course in accounting. I found it extremely boring, and after about 6 weeks I was out. I couldn't take it. So then I got into logistics in a very interesting way. A truck had an accident.
Yeah.
There were people who lost their lives. But this company was based out of Mombasa. And this accident happened in Eldred. So they asked me whether I could help in just putting documents together, because they went to a friend's office, and this friend of mine was a lawyer. So this guy said, I'm too busy for that, but I can get this guy to help you. So I went in and helped. And so that's it. So this guy asked whether I needed, whether I could whether he could get me something to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. So he said the kind of jobs I have is for turnmen. And I was like, brilliant. That is exactly what I want to do, because I wanted to look at the corridors. You know, doing Mombasa, going to Kampala, Bukavu. I mean,
yeah, come on. That is what you want to do.
Yeah, so I became a turnman, changing tires. Then before you know it, I was a truck driver, you know, pushing trucks across.
So now at this point, this is not boring.
No, that I love. It's adventure. Yes. I mean, you're on the road every day, you know, and getting into areas like Bujumbura, you know, getting into, just getting into Rwanda, and you're changing lanes from driving on the left to driving on the right, and the food on the road. I don't want to say the other things, but I mean, it was quite interesting being out there.
Yeah.
So then there comes this guy, and we're just having something about drivers talking, and so I expressed myself, and he's like, hang on a second. You're not a normal truck driver, there's something about you. And he's like, so can you get this? So that's how I got into the ops of logistics. So I moved in from there, ended up in a corner office before I took my retirement at 43 years old.
And you were like,
Done and dusted.
done. You've done what you needed to do in this space.
Yeah.
You know it in and out.
Yeah.
Now I have to move on. So then tell us, how does now, after you've retired at a very tender age of 43, how then does the vision and the dream of EarthLungs come into the picture and you're like, I have to do this? Is this before you bought the land or as you're buying the land?
So I had already bought the land. 2006, 2007, I bought land. One is, from an African perspective,
Yes.
I'm a firstborn son.
Yes.
So I cannot stay home with my folks. I've got to create room
Yes.
for my younger brothers
To come out.
to come up.
Correct.
So I had to buy my own piece of land. Second is my mom is a terror, even now.
Typical African mom.
When I see kids
Yes.
behaving the way they're behaving in school today,
You are like, if my
like,
mother was your mother,
I wish my mother can be given a chance to just
deal with this one
all
properly.
of these ones. Yeah. So she's still a terror today.
Yeah.
So one of the things was I need to move out because I take my drink.
Yeah.
So I need to have my drink.
Yeah.
I can't take my drink at Maria's house.
No.
You cannot. The drink that you can take at Maria's house is water,
or
and
tea. Yep.
And if you have to bring in some other stuff, they must be concealed. So I decided that I needed to move to also just give my siblings a place to be. So then I go and buy this piece of land. And it's in one of the most famous townships or villages in Kenya. Shamakhokho. Everybody talks about Shamakhokho.
You went to Shamakhokho.
I went to Shamakhokho. I grew up in Shamakhokho, so I'm in Shamakhokho. You know the way people are like, you want to buy a piece of land
Yes.
away from home. I couldn't even think about it. I wanted to be at home, you know.
Just around.
Yes. So I bought this piece of land, and it was sitting on the gradient at my place is about 45 degrees, so it's steep.
Okay.
Yeah. And first things first, some guys go and ask my dad, may God rest his soul in eternal peace. Hang on, what's wrong with this guy? How can you buy such a piece of land?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a waste of money.
45 degrees gradient.
Yeah. So then I'm like, then the craze of eucalyptus was in Kenya. And then,
Yes.
you know, everybody was planting eucalyptus. And I looked at, if I plant 1,000 eucalyptus, each is being sold today at 5,000 shillings. So I'm 5 million rich.
The math is mathing.
Yes. I'm like, but then on the other piece of land, because growing up in the tea estates, I used to see lots of bamboo.
Yes.
Especially then, there was still lots of the Britons running the tea estates. So there'd be a lot of that, and we'd go like hiking in those places. So I decided, why can't I put part of the land on bamboo? So I had 2 divides, bamboo and eucalyptus. So then, you know, the usual thing.
Yeah.
I'm still working. I go home once in a while. So in 2011, I go in because 2007 planted the eucalypts.
Yes.
And planted bamboo at the same
on
time.
this side.
So the bamboo, the eucalypts, I got them in one nursery.
Okay.
The bamboo, I moved around like 6 stations in Western Kenya. I only managed to get 38.
Oof.
So they were not there
Okay.
completely. So 2007, I'm now coming to inspect my 5 milli project.
Yes, let's see. Money is going to be good.
So I come in, I look at the trees, they've done so well.
Okay, that's good.
But the bamboo is growing massively on the other side. So
the same bamboo that you struggled to get.
yes, it is outperforming my wildest imagination. So the eucalypts are growing, the bamboo is impressive. So in the bamboos, there are birds, you know, you can hear birds, there are small animals in there, including, what is it called? A monitor lizard. So I had a family of monitor lizards within the bamboo. Yeah.
Okay.
So then I look at water because there's a source of water. There's several springs
Okay.
on the facility.
It's a
So
fertile piece of land.
Yeah, so where the bamboos are, there's actually an increase in the water that is coming off the ground. Where the eucalyptus is, everything has dried up.
It's complete opposite.
You look at the soil texture, in the eucalyptus, the soil is hard. There's nothing growing under it. In the bamboo, the soil is soft and moist. So then I'm like, let me sell these things for 5,000 bob.
Okay.
So I have my 5 milli.
Yes.
I go out now looking for brokers. And I'm getting some crazy prices, like 700 bob a tree. So the best I got was 2,500.
Ay.
So my maths
is drastically.
Yeah, 50% off. And I knew that once I get this, I'm going to put up a house, you know. So
the vision,
the dream is all sorted out.
Very clear. You can see it.
So I get these guys. I'm still working, so I don't have pressure on funds. Yeah. In 2011, I was then heading the logistics ops for TNT Express. So taking care of countries within the region. So I'm not under pressure really for finances. I had a young family then, you know, so nothing major. So I sell the trees, I put the money away, but then I start looking at what is this thing, bamboo? When internet search then was limited, you know, nothing much. I mean, no AI tools then. But then I was able to look at like the countries that are doing a lot of bamboo, China, what have you, all those. Yeah. Anyway, so to cut the long story short, in 2013, I now moved from TNT because I went to TNT because when I was still working in my previous workplace, Bolore, the HR lady comes and tells me, hey, you know, you're going to get a boss. And I'm like, hang on a second. I thought I'd hit the ceiling, you know. Yeah. Like I can only report to the ops director. Yes. I'm told there's a guy who's coming to replace you. Sorry, is going to become your boss. Yeah. And I'm like, is he an Odiero? Because if it was an Odiero, you understand. Okay. Because yeah, there was that. You know, there's a ceiling for mirrors, and then. So and I ask who it is, and I'm told it's a mirror like me. And where is he? So I had a bit of a history because he was there before he moved to TNT. So I'm like, there's a vacancy at TNT. So this guy is coming here. So I applied for a job in TNT. I think TNT also wanted to go under the belly for these guys while they're poaching their guy. I put in this application on Tuesday. On Friday, I was on a flight to Dubai for an interview. And on Monday, I was reporting... Victor. Yeah. So this guy comes. On Monday, I say, you guys, can you give me a bit of time? I'll report back to the office in the afternoon. I'll report for my new job. So this guy comes in the morning. I do orientation for him. I then go in and submit my resignation because I had leave days. The following day, guys already know that we actually just switched positions. So it was a nice revenge for me. Oh my God. It was something very sweet. Yeah. So just as I was finishing my tour of duty at TNT, my former employer calls me because this guy also has, you know, has left. Did you go back? Yeah, I went back. I went back. So going back, things had changed a little bit because it had been 3 years. Yeah. So I go and get this guy. He's my boss. He's Israeli, and yeah, we get on to work. And one morning, he calls me in June of 2013. He calls me to his office and he says to me that he thinks I'm the most pathetic logistician he has ever met. And I'm to your face? Yeah. And I'm like, great. You think? Yeah, so I go back to my office. I do my resignation letter to his office. I'm out. And he's like, I thought you were joking. I'm like, no, you don't do that. Those are not the jokes that is not a joke. About. I mean, yeah. I said to him, your country is as small as Western Kenya. You went there? Yeah. I move logistics in the whole of East and Central Africa, where there are no roads.
What are you telling me?
There are rebels. I have to go and negotiate with rebels to pass through, to get cargo to where it needs to go. That is what I go. I have to deal with customs, I have to deal with the police on the road, I have to deal with all manner of things. I said to him, no, thank you. Let me just...
no, not Maria-san.
I went to the house. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
The twins are in school.
Yes.
The mama is at work. Went to my wardrobe, packed everything, put it into my car. At 10 a.m., I was on my way to Shamakhokho.
That land that we had bought?
Yeah.
That project?
Yeah. So I get in there.
It's not me and that dream.
So I get in there. She comes home. And so Flora is like, no, I mean, nothing.
What's happening? What's going on?
So I think she wanted to pick something. Or maybe the housekeeper. I don't know. Maybe the housekeeper said, he packed. Because it would be such a coincidence for her to go into my wardrobe and check it out. So she's like, what's happening? Where are you? I'm like, I resigned. And so? I'm in Shamakhokho. What are you doing? I said to her, remember, the dream was once I turned 43 in October, then I retire. But it has come a little bit early, which is okay.
It's fine. I'll take it.
So I get in there. Remember my car 5 milli that then ended up being 2.5 milli. Yeah.
And the money you've stashed away.
Yes. So
is it gaining interest?
No, so I started constructing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so I started constructing in 2009. I started putting up the house. So I go in with semi-finished house. Yeah.
Yep.
So then I'm like, what do I need to do? So I put up a little house quickly, get myself into the rhythm of things. And I settle. So she's like, are you coming back? I'm like, no. So this is June. So July, August, schools close.
Yes.
And they decide that they're coming to see me.
Yeah.
And that was the end. They never left.
They stayed happily ever since.
Yeah. So then I'm going through all these bamboo thing.
Yes.
And I'm like, China.
I was actually going to ask you, because most people go to China for business deals.
Yeah.
You're going to China to understand grass, to understand bamboo.
To look at this thing. Yeah. When everybody's going to Guangzhou and Shanghai.
Yes.
And I was in the villages, out there in the villages.
How was that experience in China?
Amazing. Just how these guys are able to work with bamboo.
Yeah.
They make it look like so simple, but the kind of products they come up with. And when you're talking about bamboo in China, you're talking about bamboo plantations or bamboo forests the size of Kenya. That is
that's how massive it is.
That is how massive it is. And every village is doing something with the bamboo. So it's not like, you see the way we do it here.
Yeah.
I find this a bit sickening.
Okay.
Now, you go to one of the estates.
Yes.
And some mama sees an opportunity to sell skuma wiki. Yeah? Before you know it, someone else comes with skuma wiki. And then it's a line of skuma wiki.
Yes.
Why can't you sell onions? I sell skuma wiki. Someone else sells tomatoes. The other one sells cooking oil and stuff. And all of us gain out of it. That's what the Chinese do. So one village just does one part of the bamboo.
Yeah.
The next village does this. By the time you're finishing the village chain, you have a product out there. So there's no.
So it's an ecosystem.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Now, fast forward, you've come back. No, even before we come back, what did your family think when you've told them this is what I'm going to do in China?
They are very supportive of the thing that I was doing. The only thing I remember is Maria said, make sure that you don't eat frogs when you're out.
Yeah, we love a good mom. We love a mom who's like, yep.
Yeah, but Flora was very, very supportive.
Yeah.
She, again, then remember there was no proper WhatsApp and what have you. So I'm trying to do this BlackBerry Messenger thing. It's not, I mean, so lots of emails and just phone calls here and there. And I was there for 17 days.
And those 17 days changed your life completely.
Yeah, so I came back. Now, when I got back, the World Bank was doing something, they called it Western Kenya Community Driven Development.
Okay.
and they were looking at soil erosion control, riverbank protection, and what have you. And they were looking for bamboo seedlings. Remember, I managed to get 38 seedlings only.
The time you were looking for.
Yes. Now these guys come and they are asking if I can get 15,000 seedlings of bamboo.
You're thinking they're crazy,
And
guys.
the
What do
money
you mean?
is good, and I'm like, I cannot let. And I'm like, yeah, we do. We have them. Because nobody has seen a bamboo seedling, including these World Bank
So at this
guys.
point, even when you're saying it's there,
They are looking at the trees, the bamboo, on the farm, and they're thinking that that is where the seedling is. The seedling is a
they
totally...
have no idea.
They have no idea. So I'm like, yeah, we can do
Wait,
this.
I got you.
So I tell guys, you know what? We cannot afford to sleep. We go in, we cut the bamboo, we propagate it, you know. So I would be there, including 2 a.m. in the morning, just to see whether these things are sprouting or not.
You're staring
But
at
they
it
had
like
given
this.
me a leeway because they said, these things are gonna, we are gonna need them. No, it wasn't that way. I'm the one who changed it on them. Because they came in just towards the back end of the long rains. And I was like, no, guys, we don't want to kill trees. Yeah, let us wait for the short rains so that when we plant, we can have a good survival rate. The thing was to buy time.
Bide your time until you are able to get it. Smart guy.
So, 15,000, okay. And it wasn't like for 100 shillings, so I've been...
Yeah, good money, yeah?
Yeah, it was. So, we go in, we start all this process.
Yeah.
And now, just because of the kind of effort we were putting on them, we really had a very good survival rate and very good seedlings. So they come and inspect and they find that all is good.
Nice.
And we get it. So that was what took us off the blocks.
Now to the next level.
Yeah, because now, remember, and this is the problem of a monthly paycheck. You have some little money in the bank,
Yes.
but that balance keeps on reducing.
Yeah.
You get to a point now, you are going to buy bargain sausages. Because
In a
you're
supermarket. 'Cause
yeah,
it's
you cannot afford premium.
Yeah.
Yeah? If you've been cooling 2 kilos of nyama, that now becomes quarter, but a lot of skuma wiki in it, you know,
Yep.
so that the flavor
The
of
ravages are now a bit extra.
And you hide behind this thing of health consciousness and whatever, you know.
I'm eating well. I need more veggies and fiber in my diet.
So paycheck is not there.
Yeah.
I have to do all this to drive business in order to get some money. Now, the kids in the village don't have friends because they are all born out of the city.
Yes.
They don't have friends. There's a level of language barrier.
There's a gap.
Yeah. So I technically become their friends.
We have to do this, guys.
I cannot leave home because if I leave home, they are asking where I am going because now it's just the
So what
mother
do we
and
do
I.
now?
So we just sit there and do all these things. I mean, it's just to cushion, guys. When you come out of your paycheck,
Yeah.
your landing should either be very well calculated,
Yes.
or you just become bold enough and go into it and say, you know what, I'll live a day at a time until I break through the dependency on
the
paycheck.
Wow.
Anyway, so I get this money. I finish the house and I go to China. Second trip. Yeah?
Another trip.
Yeah, second trip. Now this one is to go and look at what kind of equipment and whatever, and tell Flora, you run with whatever you need to do. Let me go back. So I go back. I get myself around equipment and all those things. That was in 2014. 2014. The dream about the equipment, like the real bamboo equipment, just happened now. So it has taken 12 years to put together
this vision.
Yes.
How do you not give up, Victor? And
so
especially as a businessman.
That is the worst thing that can ever happen to you, giving up. If you face a lion today,
I'll probably run for my life.
Yeah, if you can outrun it.
Yes.
Which is the other option?
To
head on with it, fight it. Fight it.
Fight
I keep on saying I've never encountered a lion, but I probably, if it was one,
Yes.
and it's roaring at me,
Yes.
I would roar back at it and
Yeah.
run towards it.
Even me,
I am so sure that thing would just put its tail under the nini and run away.
And
You
be
know?
like, this guy, I can't deal with this one.
So that is the mentality that I have. Don't just give up.
Yeah.
Do it. There's always an option. You know, there's always one more reason. There's always one more chance that you're gonna get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just keep at it.
So I get the money, I build the house.
Yes.
The children have become my friends. Nini. Then we start making small items out of bamboo. So we are doing mats, we are doing lampshades, and then toothpicks. I used to tell the women in the village, I know you like gossiping, and I'm not being
not being mean.
Yes, I mean it's especially where I come from. For as long as they have a cup of tea and what have you.
Yeah, the tea is going to be served hot.
So I said to them, I'm going to buy you like surgical blades.
Yes.
Come and gossip at my house
in
the afternoon after you've done what you're doing. And chonga toothpicks.
Chonga toothpicks.
Yeah.
Make them.
Yeah.
As you chit chat.
Yeah. So they started becoming even more productive, and they started asking me whether they could report to work in the morning, you know, instead of coming in for their afternoon stories. So that's how we came up, and then I was like, hang on a second, this bamboo thing, we need to have something. Farmers coming together and all that. So we get into the Kenya Bamboo Pioneers Network, and I'm just putting together all the guys who are growing and planting bamboo all over. And
you're like, guys, there's something that we can do here.
And then before long, we started celebrating the World Bamboo Day in Kenya. You know, we did it the first time in 2016, I suppose. Yes, 2016.
Probably about 10 years from now.
Yes, so we started celebrating that. At that point, the counties don't know anything about it. Even the local chief, they don't know anything about that. Today, it is sitting in the ministry's national calendar and is being celebrated and recognized by government. So that is how far we came.
This is the dream.
Yeah, then kidogo kidogo we get into the elections, and the former CS Tobiko is in the ministry, and he gets interested in this whole bamboo thing. And Dr. Jen Njuguna, the current CEO of Kefri, she lives dreams, and she's Daktari Wamiti. She's a botanist, but she's like bamboo is embedded in her. Yeah. So she's actually the one who started raising the interest of government on
we have to prioritize this,
because bamboo was simultaneously introduced in Kenya and Ethiopia in 1983. So the research bodies in Ethiopia and Kenya started working on it in 1983. Up to 2013, ours was still on the shelves.
Gathering some.
Yeah. So then Tobiko comes in, he sees what we are doing with bamboo, and so that starts elevating me in terms of the space. So then we come from this Kenya Bamboo Pioneers Network to broaden it and form the Bamboo Association of Kenya, which I was the founder chair, and I served until 2021, when the needs for EarthLungs had become a little bit demanding, and I had
you had to shift.
Yeah, within that period, there's a guy who had done a petition to Parliament. It's called Taratisio Kawe, to have bamboo recognized as a cash crop. So riding on that foundation that he had set, we spoke with the ministry, and the former president, Uhuru, then assents to that, making bamboo cash crop number 16.
How did you sleep that night?
It's a mixture of feelings. One, very happy that bamboo is now there as a cash crop. Yeah. The other one is, now, how do you develop this through government? Because now it's government bureaucracy. Yes. Policies, guidelines, frameworks, and all those things, because it has to be entrenched in law. Yeah. And so you have to get that done, and that getting done in government. But then government came in strongly, including now at the ministry level, both the CS, Dr. Baraza, the PS Mugambi, have elevated that to the next level, that we are looking at so many other things, industry, curriculum development. See, we are saying, don't cut trees.
Yes.
But we are saying, let us elevate TVETs. What do these guys go to TVETs to do? Majority of them are carpenters.
Right.
So where are they going to get this wood?
They'll need to cut down trees.
The trees that we are trying to conserve.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are saying, guys, just change that bamboo curriculum so that they can use bamboo instead of using solid wood. Then we protect solid
the forest,
the forest and the solid wood. So there's a lot of government and private sector synergies that have developed into bamboo. Then, so the guys who saw me plant bamboo on my farm, so after buying this crazy piece of land, I go in and plant bamboo, and they're like, you know, it's a waste of time for someone to take their kid to school, and then someone gets to that level of corner office presence, and then you come in, instead of planting tea, you are planting bamboo. So guys are like,
what is?
He's
and
crazy.
You're a son of a teacher.
Yeah, he's
Have
crazy.
you lost the mark?
Yeah, so that is what they thought. So nowadays,
they're
my neighbors,
like,
Victor. They've planted
Victor,
bamboo.
now we also have bamboos.
Yeah, and in that village, we have 67 permanently employed staff, and roughly 30 who are on a temporary basis.
Wow.
So for bamboo to get where it is, so now I'm in the limelight.
Yeah.
Now
well, now we've gotten the drift.
the Nairobi guy who has gone to the village, now from Shamakhokho to the world.
Back.
So now,
not even to the city, to the world.
Now the ministry, there are all these things, they're calling me to come in and weigh in and stuff.
All right.
And I'm looking at our success journey in bamboo, and I'm like, how do we replicate this in the whole green space?
Yes.
Now during COVID, when everybody was being retrained, I get an opportunity to work for an American organization. They're looking for a presence in Kenya, and they called me to ask whether we could work together. So we get working together. I come in as the country director, and we get to do all these things, getting into mangroves, terrestrial, what have you. 18 months later, on my sickbed, I'm fired.
Come on now.
Yeah.
This story was going so well.
So we've come back to Nairobi. The kids have come back, you know. They are so happy because now they
now they can reconnect with their friends.
Yes, and all that. And I'm like, you know, I've spent 10 years out, about 10 years out in the village. A good time to just let these guys leave, because they need to. I mean, if someone deprived me of my childhood benefits of friendship and good education and a good environment, I'd certainly not have very kind words for them, I mean, as a child. So we are doing all this, the usual thing. I'm on my sickbed. I just come in from Guasi, where we are developing a new site. I think I had maybe some COVID, because COVID was still there. So I'm on my sickbed, and I am fired.
Okay.
So I'm fired.
Okay.
I'm a director of the company. I'm being fired by my co-directors. And I'm like, guys, you can fire me as the country director, but you can't fire me as a director because I'm Kenyan and...
guys.
So then, I'm like, I should just have carried on with my bamboo dream, because that was working out so well. Why did I get myself into this thing? And
these mangrove.
Anyway, so I said, the bitterness kicks in. Yeah?
Let's be honest.
Everybody that I see around that I think is associated with that organization or anything
Victor.
to do, I don't want to see you, you know.
It was personal.
Yeah, it was personal. I'm sitting there and I'm like, how can I build this thing from scratch?
And then?
To bring it up to this level. Got in when there were 7 members of staff. And now we are talking about 800 members of staff. Yeah? With millions of trees planted. Found one little site down here at Kijabe. And now we are running like 15, 20 sites. And then...
When I'm sick, no less.
Yeah. And you unceremoniously kick me out because of conflict resolution. I say, but the policy says when there's conflict resolution, you take it up to the next level. So I just took it to the president of the company because that is the next person in line.
You would essentially report to.
Yeah, so why would you guys take offense?
Why are we behaving like this?
Anyway, so I come, I sit. One night, I wake up and I'm like, EarthLungs, earth, the earth and the lungs. I'm like, this is about 1:30, 1:35 in the morning. If I don't write this name down in the morning,
I'll have forgotten it.
So I wake up and go onto my working space in the bedroom and I write it down.
EarthLungs.
Yeah. I'm like, if I go back and sleep, eCitizen is working now at its best because nobody is logging in.
Yep.
So I log into eCitizen.
Yes.
And I put in 3 names.
Yes.
But this one prominent. And I don't leave my computer until about 9 in the morning.
You're just staring.
It's approved.
Just wait.
I pay. Yeah? On 18th of November, 2021. So I have a name.
Now this is the dream now.
Yeah.
This is it.
I have a name. I don't have anything to it. So I'm looking at my account balances. So I say, because I've gone through this, one would be to quickly look at how to manage the transition.
Yes.
So I walk into my kids' school.
Okay.
I go and tell the principal that, listen, I have lost my job. I don't know for how long I'll be able to sustain school fees for these guys. But whether I sustain it for 1 or 2 semesters, it's okay.
Yes.
But if by that time I don't have anything else,
yes,
just take them on credit, but be sure that I will
pay you back. I'll pay.
Yeah.
What did the principal say?
He said that's fine. He said
Okay.
you.
Thank you
you
for
did,
letting me know.
Yeah. So I'm looking at should we move into our own house, or should we maintain where we're living? Because I was looking at, if we move out to where we have property that we bought some time back, and bringing kids to school is going to be horrendous. Yeah. So I walked to my landlady. I asked her if she can come for tea in the house, and she comes for tea. And I'm like, this is what has happened.
Yes.
Can we
work out something here?
She's like, it's fine. Once, and favor kicks in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sure,
that favor that you were crowned with.
Yeah. And I'm sure Maria was praying. Everybody was praying.
It must be the parents' prayers.
So I sit there, and sometimes when Kiaria does my posts, I'm like, no, let us redo it, because I want it to come from the heart. Yeah. I don't want to commercialize it or just make a cosmetic appearance on it. I want to, I want you to read my feeling. The emotion has to be raw. So I start writing about the things that I've done. Now I go back to my Chinese days, and I'm just telling the world.
Going back down memory lane.
Yeah, this is what I believe in. This is what I want to do. This is, Yeah. So in Feb of 2022, and I owe it to some people that have brought EarthLungs to where it is. Yeah. Without naming names, some lady from working for an American company, but based out of Canada, reaches out to me and says, hey, you guys, I can see, can you plant and grow trees for us? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and so we are planning for meetings, but she's not confirming and what have you. So it's about 3 months up to May of us guys. So one day, I just get onto my LinkedIn messaging, and I say to her, please stop wasting my time. If you cannot have time to honor your meetings.
What are we doing? Point blank. Victor.
She says, can we have a meeting in the evening?
Today. Let's do it today.
So Canadian time morning, 1800 hours.
Yes.
So I get in and we get talking. And she's like, our funding is limited and what have you. And I'm like, even if you gave me 50,000 bob, I would still do this.
You.
So she comes in and after a few months, we
now
sign up something. And let me tell you, when that money came into the account, I was like, it's happening.
Yes.
And I'm like, the only way to get the best out of this is to do my level best and do what these guys expect me to do, if not exceeding.
Now, let me stop you right there and ask, what is the time difference from when now you've created EarthLungs? You don't know what you're going to do with it yet. You're still thinking, staff, what am I going to do? What's the project going to look like? To the point that now the money has hit the
8
account.
months.
8 months. Victor, I think resilience should be your third name.
So the money comes in. Man, we celebrated.
Yeah.
So it's just the children,
yes,
their mother,
yes,
and I.
This is a family business.
Yeah. So we are celebrating and just looking at what is it that we're going to do.
Yeah.
So when this conversation was going towards maturing, I went to Kenya Forest Service because I had a rapport there.
Yes.
I went in. Remember, these guys I used to work with had gone and reported to the FBI at the embassy in Kenya that I was actually planning to harm them in way of hiring hitmen to kill them. So it's that bad. So I'm called to the DCI. I'm in the village.
What?
Frustrated that I lost a job. And this DCI guy is calling me and telling me that I have a case and it has been brought in by the FBI. And so if I'm not coming, he's sending guys from Kisumu to come and pick me. And I tell him, please go ahead and send, because I don't even have the money to get to Nairobi, to come to Nairobi. So your DCI vehicle getting me to Nairobi will have saved and I tell the guy, I will come when I want to come. Because you have trackers all along. Look at my location. The moment you see my location is in Nairobi, I'm in your office. But for now, don't put me under any pressure. So it has escalated that much. So I'm going to Kenya Forest Service. Kenya Forest Service, I mean, they are uniformed.
Yes.
And some of these things, I mean, especially life for an American, it's such a serious issue.
Tell me
about it. Everybody within government knows that I am this guy who's organizing.
This guy is planning some bad things.
So I go and sit with the head of Kenya Forest Service then. I went in, and the guy does not want to see me because...
Now he thinks probably you might also do the same to him.
Yeah, or he will be seen to be accommodating
with someone who's supposed to be...
So I tell his PA, go and tell him I'm not leaving this reception until he sees me.
Sitoki.
Yeah. And if he goes into his car, I will jump in as they open the back left.
Now
I'll be opening.
Now that you're trying to do something to him.
So eventually he sees me. And he takes time to listen to my story. And he's like, I would have made the wrong judgment on you.
If we didn't speak.
Yeah. So then he's like, so how can I help you?
Tell me.
I'm like, I've gotten these guys who would like to support us to grow trees. I need you to help me with a site under the Adopt a Forest Framework for Collaboration, which is a document which is a system that was set by government to bring private sector into the green space. So it's like, go and get that space. Go and look for it. And because we've done mapping, I mean, I've been in this thing.
Yeah.
We do mapping Arakaraka in Mombasa. We get a site on Mutwapa Creek. I come back, I tell him, here it is. We get another site out of Nandi.
Yes.
So we get in there. I have these sites. I give them to these guys. I'm like, so now it's putting things in line.
In order.
Kwanza certificate of registration, I have.
You got it.
Mpaka compliance.
Bank account.
Compliance. I go and get KRA compliance in there, everything. I send it to them. I say, This is how
Now
compliant we are.
Yes, EarthLungs. EarthLungs is a very compliant organization.
I go to my friends, some of them who were fired because I was fired, you know, at my former...
Allies.
Yeah. Anyway, so I get guys and say, I'm looking for volunteers. You come in, I don't have money to pay you, but this thing is going to grow.
Yeah.
Those of you who believe in it, come. So we are creating a website. And
okay.
I'm like, can I put your picture on it? Can I? And we're talking about all these things. Then we start planting.
And you plant trees.
And we plant trees.
And you plant trees.
And we plant them. And there's this guy, Douglas.
Yes.
Down at the coast. He takes this as his personal business.
Yeah.
And he develops a team. And we are just out there growing and planting trees and making sure that everything is surviving and we are doing the right thing. So this is from June.
Yes.
So on 31st of October.
Yes.
So before that, heading towards 31st of October, this lady is so
she cannot believe it.
Proud of what it is that we are doing, that she starts speaking to people. Anybody who's planting trees in the world, she's like, you guys, if you want this EarthLungs.
Victor, fast forward.
Yeah.
Now, we said earlier that by the time we've registered EarthLungs, 8 months in, some funding has come. Now you guys have locked in. Business has to work. Trees have to be planted. I don't have a salary, but whatever works out, works out. If you're not able at this point in time, it's okay. As of today, 107 million trees.
Yeah.
Across Kenya, Tanzania, and Mozambique.
Yes.
Give us a picture of how that looks like. Like, contextualize this for us. These are how many, I don't know, stadiums?
So this is about getting it right the first time. So once we got it right the first time with the team in Mombasa, we've just been replicating that and even making it better. So today the performance in TZ and Moz is even better than Kenya, because Kenya we've gone through learning curves. And then we were able to perfect that in Tanzania and Moz. So today, even as we open Ghana, Angola, and Sierra Leone, I can do that with my eyes closed.
What about the regulations or the government structures of some of these countries?
See, one is this, what is called National Determined Contributions.
NDCs.
NDCs, where everybody is reporting globally on what they're doing.
Yes, this is what we're doing.
So governments have had to align their own internal legislation to fit into something that can be done, either funded by government or funded by the private sector, philanthropic businesses, foundations, you know. So the NGO world comes in. So you find that the legislation in regreening of public forests is almost the same. And everybody, because the thing is, and we'll talk a little bit about the economics, nobody has valued our forest resources. So that is why even the treasury in Kenya cannot give enough money to the ministry, because we need to quantify and say, for instance now, if you were to kill Karura completely, how does that affect Kenyans? All of a sudden, all your hospitals in Nairobi move from this percentage of patients with waterborne and airborne diseases to something that cannot be manageable. So you need to look at Karura Forest in that context.
Yeah, you can't look at it with a narrow
You can't just look at it at these are trees, so what is the value of the trees? Or going in and measuring the size of the tree and saying, if you turn this into wood, it's going to give you this much. So we need to look at it from an ecological perspective, from a public health perspective, and so on and so forth. So bringing it back home is that all these governments have put a level of policy and frameworks around restoration. And because there's not enough funding from government sources that go into
restoration,
there's a lot of welcome of the private sector to get involved. So that is how it's a lot more easy for us to get in. And somehow Kenya is positioned as a green diplomatic country, just because of having the UN, especially UNEP, UN Habitat, and all those things sitting out of Nairobi. So you get in with a level of confidence by the governments that are working out there. It also depends on how strong the Kenyan embassy is in the country where you're going to.
Yeah.
So if the embassy is quite strong, it
Then
helps you to
move
quickly
forward.
move forward. Yeah.
Now, let me take you back. You did mention the nuances and the realities of Kenya as a country when you look at things like TVETs and people doing a lot of carpentry. Now, with that in mind, you also do deal with loggers, right? You take illegal loggers, you take charcoal burners, and you make them plant trees. Now, walk us through this conversation, because when they're getting to that point, they're also trying to get a source of livelihood, or a chunk of them are trying to get a source of livelihood for themselves. But now you have to stop them.
Yeah.
How does that conversation switch from stop doing that, you could probably do this, and you could still have a decent living?
I don't know. Do you ever use charcoal for cooking?
I used to.
How much did you use to buy it?
I remember back in the day when I was in primary and high school, would buy that metallic can at I think 25 shillings.
Yeah. So today, a sack of charcoal is about 3,000, upwards of 3,000.
Yeah, it was never 3,000. I remember when my parents would travel and they would buy them on the road, it was...
The guy who's selling it at source, it's about 300 bob. So it's 10 times more by the time it gets to your door. Why? Because there are all these
brokers and
cartels.
Can I say cartels?
Yeah. In the whole industry. So this guy gets the 300, yeah, and then does the donkey work.
Yeah.
But you tell the guy, listen, you can earn 500 bob, that nobody can come and harass you over, that you don't risk your life by going to jail. So earn your 500 bob, that nobody's gonna ask you where you got it from, that nobody's going to question the source of it, and the guy starts looking at the hours spent during the day, at night, the risks, the bribes they have to pay, the stigma around this is the guy who kills all our trees. So they become convertees, as simple as that.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. Now, you need to make the forest become an asset.
Yes.
For
this person.
You have a dog at home. It's supposed to be a guard dog.
Yes.
Then guys come to the house and steal everything.
Yeah.
And the guy is there.
And the dog was just chilling.
What will you do to it? And this happens consistently.
Yeah. No,
you probably, maybe not even feed it. But you have this one that nobody can yagas.
Yeah.
And you cannot lose anything. You even leave your doors open. You're motivated to take care of it.
That's true.
And groom it and give it whatever it is that it wants.
It needs, yeah.
So when we make, and that is how, we treat our pets with love and care and everything. Now, look at human beings who are taking care of this resource, and we are treating them even worse than our pets.
Not right.
It's not right. I mean, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of human beings, in the natural flow of stuff, it's wrong.
It's not.
So, for you not to walk with an oxygen tank on your back, and all of us, those guys must take care of the forest, yeah? And tell me one simple medicine that is more expensive than oxygen when you are in hospital. I mean, it's the most expensive component in healthcare.
Yeah, yeah.
So these guys are taking care of it. We must make environment, nature, pay for being taken care of by the community.
Yep.
So that is the simple.
That is as simple as that.
Decent wages for decent lives, for re-emergence of decent forests.
Exactly, and I was going to ask you about the decent wages for decent living or lives, because I know you did say earlier on, while you are in employment, people then end up relying on this paycheck, and it robs them of that dream. But at EarthLungs, you've decided that we have to get this right from the onset. Does the team realize that and appreciate that?
So, ordinarily, ecosystem restoration projects have a life cycle. More often than not, a year, 2 years, max 5 years. So 5 years, guys have been living well and what have you. And you see, communities are the same communities. You get a chance to work for EarthLungs.
Yes.
I don't get a chance to work for EarthLungs. So
yeah, you're very right.
Every time I'm like, ela we ringa tu na hiyo kazi yako itaisha siku moja, you know.
Itaisha.
Because now things have changed in the community.
Yeah.
You know, I'm living you're living better off. And
Yeah.
so I'm just waiting for this day. EarthLungs is going to close. I'm going to go and look for one teller. We'll call Naringa. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided we're going to come up with Beyond Trees. So Beyond, capital B, capital E, capital E, Y-O-N-D. That we have to take this restoration beyond that cycle.
Yes.
So that you work in there, you finish tree growing,
yes.
you now protect and conserve and become a steward, you become a scout. So we are hoping that we are going to raise a generation that all these guys that are working in today will be able to retire at 55 years.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they'll have created revenue streams
yes.
from the forest non-timber products.
Yes.
And that their children would be inspired that it is because Paps and Mom got this job in environmental restoration that we are who we are. So we're going to see a lot more of kids wanting to become environmentalists. And so that makes sure that we continue safeguarding the forests. Yeah.
And now, earlier on, we did say that you've deliberately tried to stay out of the carbon credit market conversation. And in a room full of ESG investors, that's a very provocative position, and it's fine. Make the case.
So, am I allowed to ask you a question?
Yeah, you are.
What's carbon credits? Do you understand it?
To a certain extent, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, does you understand it from interacting within the space?
No.
Okay. You understand it from reading?
I understand it from reading. Okay. I have not been in it.
Can you translate that to your grandmother?
Well, that's going to be very, very difficult.
Who's that person taking care of the forest Tuko in Shags?
It's those people in Shags. It's our grandparents.
If you cannot make it as simple as A, E, I, O, U, then it doesn't work. I need to explain to these guys what carbon credits is. I cannot, because today the price is XYZ, tomorrow
it's fluctuating.
It changes. You have the voluntary market, you have this. Then look at a forest. A forest is synonymous with the African community.
Yes.
We go in there to look for medicine, we go in there to look for all these things. And this, I've always said, because I know that EarthLungs as an organization, much as I'm the CEO and the founder, is actively looking at that space. I am not convinced that carbon credits should supersede nature-based solutions and nature-based enterprises. Yeah.
So we're not cancelling it out, we're just saying.
We're saying if you put 1,000 beehives in a forest, then the ripple effect, the revenue is clean and it's green. The bees will help in pollination. Yes. And so farm productivity increases. The security of the forest is taken care of. If you put in a hiking facility like what guys are doing today, there is nature-based solutions and nature-based enterprises that have more value and have more connotation with the communities than carbon credits. Because if you are going to lock a forest for 25 to 30 years for the return on investment on carbon credits, to an extent that there's limits to which the community can interact with the forest, then you are coming into the way of the rural setup of African communities, because we go into the forest for many reasons, including the rainmakers of Bunyore, the kayas of the coast, the circumcision rituals of the Maasais, Tirikis, and Kalenjins. So if our great-grandfathers woke up and found that there's a fence around a forest.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. And then, additionally, you've seen like there's been a bit of noise from Kajiado, there's been a bit of noise from the northeastern, where people are not. Yeah, so government has done what it needs to do to put it together. And the climate finance bill addresses a lot of those things, and it's such, we need to allow the government for bringing in that legislation that can help to unpack and unlock some of these things. But then we also need to simplify that it can be communicated to someone at the grassroots level.
And for them to comprehend and understand.
Yes. And then they need to see the benefit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Victor, 107 million trees later, what number would make you feel like this job is done? Or is there even such a number?
No, there isn't such a
There
number.
isn't such a number.
There isn't such a number. It's just to keep on doing what we need to do.
Yeah.
And getting everybody, especially you and I,
Yes.
everybody, if you ask anyone if they would like to plant a tree, they'll tell you yes. But you're doing your 8 to 5, you don't know where to go and plant the tree, which species to plant.
We didn't even know that there's a framework where you're able to get land where you...
Yeah. So let us do this until we have our spaces back. We have our... When did you last see a frog in Nairobi?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So we are losing them in that way. Birds in the morning, we can't hear them singing anymore. We need to get that back. The national park here today, there used to be lots of hippos and crocodiles by the river. All that is disappearing. We need to get this back. And there's no, and I know people have different religion persuasion.
Yes.
And but if you look at the Bible, and the Bible talks about God creating a garden.
Yes.
So that means that it gives prominence to ecosystem restoration.
Yeah.
He would have put it at the periphery. He would have created man and said, you know what, I'll build a house for you. He never said he built a house for man. So when you look at different cultures, different religions, there is an element of ecosystem appreciation and ecosystem restoration, and all beginning with something.
Wow. For someone who's listening to this and they want to get into this kind of work, because Victor, your stories of resilience, every step of the way, and EarthLungs is here. So now, for anyone who's listening to this podcast episode or watching this, and they're like, I want to be able to do this kind of impact. It doesn't have to be exactly like the way Victor has done, but I'm interested in this kind of impact. What do we tell them? What do you tell them?
See, as I said, every single person that I know of and I've spoken with is wanting to plant a tree and grow a tree. There's no any scientific approach. There's no any single one way of doing this, but a lot of businesses are becoming conscious of how to do ecosystem restoration, and it's all about getting your idea, packaging it, going out there and speaking to people and doing what it is that you've said you do. Today, we are running on a platform that allows you, Ella, to see your tree, where you've planted it, and how it's doing. And that is the only thing that people want. So someone could be giving you as little as 50 bob.
Yes.
Or as much as $1 million shillings. But it does not matter the contribution. It matters whether your promise is bankable and whether the evidence is there and whether those, you see, if I am getting funding of, say, $1 billion shillings every year, and I spend 300 million in the office running around, it doesn't make sense.
No, it's not.
So we've designed this program in such a way that 80% of the funding we get goes to the village. It is that impact where now you start triggering people to see that what you promise, you deliver.
Yeah.
And we are not gatekeeping anybody. You want to wake up in the middle of the night to go and see where we've said we've grown your tree. Please feel free, so that we are not stage managing. You are coming in, showing you or picking pictures of villagers who are sad and
broadcasting those.
No. We want to see, and we call these the radiating smiles of Africa, where you are actually seeing people who are happy and enjoying what it is that they're doing. So for anybody who wants to get into this, it's all about your word must be bankable.
Your word must be bankable.
Yeah, and your ethical practices must be beyond reproach.
I think that's a very good way to end this conversation, Victor. But before I let you go, we get into one of the favorite segments of this podcast, and one is going to be Pass the Power. So, Victor, we are going to ask you to pass the power. And pass the power is who you tell us who is one leader, Kenyan or African, that you think we should be paying attention to. Someone that you think they are doing magnificent, absolutely amazing work, and we need to focus our attention.
Say,
1%.
From the continent, I've been following the story of Burkina Faso. And I'm hoping that it's not all playing to the public gallery. But if leadership, if people can move in such a direction where they can buy into government and government can buy into people, then I think that is something that we should be looking at.
Okay, now we get to the second thing, and this is the leadership continuum. Now, our last guest, our previous guest here was Judy Njino, the Executive Director of the United Nations Global Compact Network, Kenya. And we asked her this question: what is one systemic barrier that the next guest must confront? And what she said that the next guest, which is yourself, must confront is impact measurement. She said a lot of people are doing things, a lot of people are committing to doing sustainable things, but when it comes to impact measurement, she still feels like things still need to be done, and she'd like to hear, what do you think about impact measurement?
So from an EarthLungs perspective, we measure both environmental and socio-economical impacts. Why you have 107 million trees is because each and every tree has been counted. The survival rate has been put in. The species diversification is all known.
Yes.
Including an organization like ours measuring the presidential sites in Ngong and in Makueni on what's happening there, because that's the level of scientific applications that we've put in place that are able to measure the environmental impact. The socioeconomic impact, we have that published on our dashboards, where you can actually see how many number of people have been employed,
yes.
what percentage of that is women, and what percentage is men. All through from the time they got employed, what social goods have they done to themselves. And even in some cases, like we have the team out in Tana River and Kilifi, where the EarthLungs team come together because social amenities like washrooms are not there. So they put their own money together and build a village, like social amenity where people. So those are some of the things that need to be measured. From where we are today, we need to quantify every single shilling that comes in towards environmental restoration and make sure that that is done.
Okay. Yeah. So now, Victor, tell us, what is the systemic barrier that the next guest has to address?
How to get the young generation to appreciate that the environment that they are enjoying today, we set it up for them. What are they doing to set up the environment for the next generation? Okay,
now you shall have to listen to the next episode to know what they said, but thank you so much,
Ella.
Victor. Your story of resilience, you have to, you've refused to give up.
Yeah, just
completely.
Just
you've said that is not.
And I'm not giving up on inviting you and your crew to come. We need to go and plant some trees.
That we can do. I think it's going to be fantastic, right, guys? I think it's going to be amazing. But thank you so much, Victor. It has been such an enlightening episode, and we'll definitely broadcast or share once we do come to show guys that we actually did go and plant the trees. We did the work. So that's it for this episode. Check out more of this content on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook at the Broad Concept Podcast. Share this episode, subscribe, and or even follow us. I've been your host, Ella. This has been Restoring Africa. Let's journey together.